Hi guys, and thank you for joining. So today we're going to be painting leather jacket. So this trend is actually coming from a few brands such as Gucci, and they started releasing their leather jackets painted, hand painted. And this is a take on one of their jackets. Let's go. So here's the jacket that I'm going to be painting on. This is actually not mine, it's from a friend and she outgrown it. It's a smaller size. I cannot fit into it either. And it's basically something that I can have a total freedom with and do crazy things with, which is amazing, and I'm very looking forward to this. So the first thing I did was kind of flatten everything, make sure I have a nice space, and I'm only gonna paint at the back. So the beginning is gonna be kind of like a rough white outline. I am copying the Gucci's black snake that I've shown before, but I wanted to make it my own a little bit, and I wanted to make this a green snake because I find brown and green go together really nicely. So over here I'm blocking everything out with white, which basically means that because this is a brown jacket, I need a white surface and so that the green is really nice and bright. So what I thought would be amazing for this leather jacket is to have a little bit of the cherry blossoms, and they would be the pink color, which together with the green and the brown I think would make a really nice color combination. So here I am doing the same thing. I'm just blocking them out, making them really white, and then later on I'm gonna go with the pink and I'm gonna do the branches. So over here I am going to start with the green, and I wanted it to be neon. I don't know, I really wanted it to be a very bright neon color. I mixed my yellow neon together with the green because I didn't have the green neon, but together those two colors made an amazing neon green. Here I am trying to make it a little bit more 3D by having the darker green on the edges of the snake. Over here I'm mixing black together with the white to create again the 3D effect on the white stripes of the snake. Trying to create a gradient so that I go from kind of like a darker gray to pretty much white. And over here I'm starting with the black outline, so the middle lines are going to be nice and black, and I'm also going to outline pretty much everything in black, including the flowers. Here is the look of my setup together with the progress of my leather jacket. Over here I'm starting to do the branches of the cherry blossoms. Now the branches are kind of intertwined together with the snake, so they kind of come in and out. And I'm also over here showing how I'm doing the actual cherry blossoms with the little detailing that I do inside. At this point I thought, why not show you two options that you can use to do your own cherry blossoms if maybe you want to try painting them. So the way you do the first way that I want to show you is, first you need to try to find a brush that's fairly long and narrow. Now you need to load up your pink fully with the brush, and at the very end, at the very tip, dip the brush into white. So over here you can see that the tip is going to be white and the rest of it hopefully is going to be the pink. It takes a little bit of practice, but overall the idea I think is very fun and very easy to do. Now for the idea that I'm actually using over here on the leather jacket is, well, first I'm just blocking out again the white kind of flowers, and I'm doing actually 2 layers so that they're nice and white. And then inside, from the inside, I'm gonna do the little pinky strokes, and that just basically shows a little bit of a 3-dimension of that inside. It's a bit darker and a bit more pinkier. For the branches, again with a very thin brush, this is probably the thinnest brush I have. The trick with the branches really is that as it goes further, so as it goes into the smaller branches, those smaller branches get very, very thin. And that sharpness from the thicker trunk over to the thinner branches, that's what creates the visual kind of interest. Also, there's lots of little branches, and there's also kind of like almost dots on the branches that the cherry blossom tree have. And of course we have all of the detailing of inside of the actual flower, so there's a bit of like black strokes that I do usually, and a little bit of the black dots. And I also do a little bit of the outlining of the flowers, but don't go overboard because then it's going to make the flower a little too dark. So certain areas I do color with black outline, but certain leaves, the petals, I just leave it as is. So here we are doing the little buds, the little smaller flowers onto the actual leather jacket. And I also like to do the dots. I'm not sure what they are. They could be petals. It's just a really beautiful way of adding the details. So I'm all about detailing, and over here I'm just again adding a little bit of the strokes on top of the white lines, the strokes at the top and the bottom of the snake. This kind of creates more of a 3-dimensional feel, which is what I'm trying to kind of go for, so that the snake almost pops out of the leather jacket. Now over here, of course, I needed to do something about the face of the snake, so I looked up a bunch of green snakes online, and I noticed that their eyes are, first of all, much larger than what I had before, and their eyes are almost like orangey reddish. So over here I'm just doing a really bigger size eye, I'm sharpening the tongue, and I'm doing the highlight for the eye. For the head, of course, there are scales that snakes have, so a little bit like little detailing over here is what I think makes all of the difference and makes the head of the snake a little more alive. This is pretty much it. So before I show you the final result up close, I found these spikes. And yes, of course, I decided that I want to use them. Now I didn't want to overdo it, so I only did 3 at the bottom and 3 at the top. And after trying without any success of actually pinning them through the leather, I simply super glued them. And you know what? It works pretty well. And here's the final result. I absolutely loved how it turned out. The detailing came through, the 3D effect is happening, the color combination of the green and the neon and the leather jacket also worked really well, and the pink flowers look really nice and just add a little bit of a softness to the snake. So So I hope you enjoyed this video. It definitely took a while to complete, but I enjoyed doing it so much. I hope it inspires you to maybe paint your own leather jacket. And please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoy my work, and I will see you next time. Bye.